check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the pigskin, but he stretch a disc.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Down, 10 Lobo. Check, 48's the mark. Switch.
To throw is Price on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Look at me, zipper.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we're going to make the 48 right now. Let's go.
Smooth.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Price. Wide open receiver complete. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, 4 down. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Ain't no such thing as a loss.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Price. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Ito Smith, his first carry, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Here we go. Watch QB go. Check three.
Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now a give right side. It's Hines. There he goes right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Touchdown. Nyheim Hines hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Zoom.
Here's Price to throw again. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got Rome. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe they're returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Price. And finding the tight end Wilson. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Come on, set. 15, line it. 15 line.
I'm coming. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
Hey, box drop.
47.
Now.
47. Check. 47. Here we go. Mike's 47.
Go.
Now Price throwing on 3rd and long. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Put up.
47, Mike 47. Hey, defense, let's go. Bang.
X3. 218, chop it. Ready.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 18. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And he's got his man on the out route. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Price on 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. There he goes left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So now 2 pick-sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing the second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they gave up the pick-6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be. Just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
After the penalty, it's Smith. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 63 yards on the ground. Price now throwing on 1st down. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Go! 30 base. Hey, orbit.
2nd and 4. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Looking to throw. Price. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the ball. And now off to the races down the right side. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Naeem Hines on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line.
We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Watch twist. Check 99. Check 99.
80 weapons. Hey, Alpha. Now.
2nd and 14. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
31's the mic.
Back to throw. Price. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
We know he's got the arm, but watch out for those wheels.
Kind of harkens back to guys they used to call the scrambler and the dodger. This guy can make it work with his legs.
Field opened up. He took advantage. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Lutz with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
3 buzz.
Hey, wahoo!
47.
Yep.
47's the mic.
Hey, come on, no.
47 mic.
To throw is Price. Throwing again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Ito Smith, and he stopped immediately there. It was P.J. Williams that time on the tackle. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Hey, high 7. Go.
Here's Price to throw on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
You better be afraid. Go. You better be afraid of me.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Come on, baby.
Hey, Delta. Ready.
Now Price throwing on 3rd and long. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
action. It's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
On third down, Hines, and not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Give them 6 there, but now it's third. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Looking to throw. Price. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Their own 31-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Jackson looking long for Thomas. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 76 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ken Crowley. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he whips that one incomplete there. Thomas, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play that was going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool. I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Second and 5. Jones has it. The 20. 10, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons are able to make things a bit more respectable. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
56 the Mike. 56 is the Mike. No chance. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there. 56.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Just keeping the play alive. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Being chased out left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
27, Mike. Mike, 27.
Hey, Echo. Hit it.
Price on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Go. Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
Back to throw. Price. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Price now throwing on 4th down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Let's go. 26.
To throw is Price. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Bound to lose one.
On 1st down, it's Hines. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
56. Let's put him on the buses.
They run again with Hines. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go, boys, bring it up. At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
47's the mic. 47.
Here's Price operating from the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
On 4th down, Price. It's caught. Jones. Past the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Smith. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
You got no team spell. 2.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Price to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Big edge, big edge, big edge. 47.
Now Price throwing on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back.
Ready.
Go 58's the mic. I'm on. Double tight.
And they take a knee.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop.
3 down.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
3 down.
And they will take a knee here.
Mullins on the keeper.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New Orleans, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.